Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with Dr. Michelle Cohen. Dr. Michelle and I are talking about dating after the age of 50. And we're going to get some statistics. There was an interesting statistic that you threw out to me before we started about if the market goes down, dating goes up on websites of those over 50, Dr. Michelle?
Right. It's interesting because one of the most popular online dating services reported that the stock market slump can contribute to a surge in online dating. And they said that on days when the Dow went down by 100 points, they found an increase in their site usage to when the Dow increased by 100 points.
That's amazing.
And, so what they said was that, economic news trends tend to be, really stressful. So as we become more stressed, we start to look for things that will offer us comfort outside of ourselves and, help us out during these tough times. So reaching out for companionship and getting out into the world is part of that trend. Interesting, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In dating in retirement homes, retirement villages, is also interesting because one of the biggest problems facing the management of these homes, are STDs. Because have you heard this?
I have heard some of this information, and it's fascinating to me because I think we've just sort of dropped to that part of the health community, and I think it's really important to realize that people over 50, 60 are sexually active, and will meet up and have sex.
Absolutely, so, and it's but what they think, well, we can't get pregnant, so why use contraception?
Right.
Particularly a condom, and they don't, and they should.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've heard of a lot of more gentlemen than women, though, in these communities that are getting out and about and dating the women that are close by and who they like, and they're having sex with them. So you're
Absolutely.
Right. They do need to use a condom.
They do. They absolutely do. In dating, when I was single, dating, and if you were lucky enough to have sex with somebody on a regular basis, you would, you couldn't die.
Right.
But today, with HIV and AIDS, it's a very serious thing. Is this and I suppose this would be true primarily in a gay or lesbian community, but there are people who are experimenting even at a later age.
Well, there really are, and again, you're right, Mark. People have to still be careful. It doesn't matter what their age is. There are still STDs going on out there, and I, have had in the past gay clients, men who have HIV positive, and they do wear condoms. I mean, they're very careful. So women as well, you have to be careful. There are still those STDs going around out there, like I said, with everyone. You never know. This is another thing about online dating. You really have to check people out and get to know them and not jump into the sack just because you might be lonely or feeling like it's going to make you feel better and the person will like you better, because you really have to be careful out there.
I know this is going to sound strange, but I've talked to younger guys about dating practices, and they say, you go out 3-4 times, maybe 5 times before you end up in bed.
Right.
Okay? Right. And that's a younger guy in his 20s and who's dating in that age range.
Right.
Is the same
thing.
Does that hold true when you're older as well?
It's what I'm hearing, actually, from more women than men. And there's something in a lot of women's heads, and younger women too, but older women especially, is because there is some sort of a self-confidence issue going on there. With, my body's not as slim as it used to be, I'm not as active as I used to be, maybe I look older in the face or whatever. They feel that when they meet someone and they start dating them several times, that they better have sex with them or the guys are going to lose interest in them.
Interesting. We are out of time. Will you come back?
I'd love to. Thank you so much, Mark, for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Hold on a second. Dr. Michelle Cohen, our guest. If you go to our guest tab under M for Michelle, you will see her pretty picture and learn more about her. And there will be a link to her website as well. All right, Hour 2 is coming up. If you don't get Hour 2, go to latenighthealth.com and you'll be able to pick it up there, latenighthealth.com. All right, more coming up. Don't go away. This is Late Night Health.